Welcome to the Starborne Awakening Library. I'm Ella. Tonight's story is The Empty Chair. There was a small cafe at the edge of an old town. Every morning, before the sun reached the rooftops, an elderly woman arrived carrying a single book. She always chose the same table, and she always sat beside the same empty chair. The owner noticed this for many years. One rainy morning, he finally asked, "Are you waiting for someone?" The woman smiled. "I used to." The owner nodded gently. "I see." After a long silence, he asked, "Why do you still choose this table?" The woman looked at the empty chair. "Because this is where we laughed." She rested her hand on the wooden table. "This is where we dreamed." Another pause. "And this," she whispered, "is where I learned how deeply a heart can remember." The owner quietly sat across from her. "Doesn't it hurt?" "Sometimes." "Then why not choose another table?" The woman smiled again. "Because I don't want to spend my life running away from places that once held love." The owner looked toward the empty chair. "It must feel lonely." She shook her head. "No, it feels honest." One morning, something unexpected happened. A young traveler entered the cafe. Every table was full, except the one with the empty chair. He walked over politely. "May I sit here?" The woman looked at the chair. For a long moment she said nothing. Then she smiled. "Of course." As they shared tea, they spoke about books, mountains, childhood, music, nothing extraordinary. Yet when the traveler left, the woman noticed something. The chair had not replaced a memory. It had simply welcomed a new conversation. She returned again the following morning. The chair was empty once more, but somehow the room felt different. The empty chair no longer spoke only of what had ended. It quietly reminded her that life was still unfolding. The chair had never been waiting for one person. It had always been waiting for the next moment life wished to offer. Perhaps our hearts have empty chairs too, a place where someone once belonged. Sometimes we try to remove the chair. Sometimes we pretend it never existed. Sometimes we refuse to let anyone come near it. Yet perhaps healing asks something gentler, not to erase the chair, not to forget who once sat there, but to allow the room around it to become alive again. Memories are not our enemies. They are proof that something meaningful happened. Love leaves traces, and perhaps that is exactly what it was meant to do. The goal is not an empty heart. The goal is a heart spacious enough to hold gratitude for yesterday while remaining open to tomorrow. The chair remains. The story remains. The love remains. But so does life. And life is wonderfully patient. It never demands that we hurry. It simply waits until we are ready to pull up another chair. If this story stayed with you, I've left a gentle reflection and a simple 60-second grounding practice for you in the description below. Until next time, be gentle with your heart